Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the blessed one, the exalted one, the fully enlightened one. So dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes and try to understand ourselves, how this meditation practice can help for us to develop this inner awareness. So always you have to remember one of the major important things in our life, the clarity we develop within our own mind. Because the mind is the forerunner, mind is the chief. So when the mind not clear, so whatever the bodily, verbally, mentally actions we take, it's always not going to be right. And if you can't perform the right things out of your body, the actions, then the feedback going to, the reactions, result going to be so hard, difficult. So that's why getting to the foundation and make that foundation more clear is our own responsibility. So when it comes to the very life, we can analyze the life in different ways. Through the sutras, through the teachings, and through the ideas, through the concept, through the philosophy. So we can try, we can analyze, we can bring many kind of informations, charts, methods, systems. But still the very important thing is the way we live. So as example, just imagine from the sky, we can take a very panoramic view, or using helicopter, flight, or drone. So we can see from above the city, and we can understand the very mechanism, the very method, the very pattern of the city. And maybe it is so beautiful, but still it's very limited. It's only for some reasons. That's it. To live in the city, you have to get into that. That panoramic view doesn't make any sense when it comes to the living. So the same thing with our life also. We can see the life from different ways. We can explain it. We can add many colors. But when it comes to our own life, how much we understand about our life and the things that we gain out of our life and the way we share our life with others, it's very matter. So the meditation is a method take you to deeper level to understand this inner behavior. So the meditation is a method kind of like that you recover from yourself, you heal yourself. That is the important thing with the awareness. Look at how many people try to let go things, and how many people their own past, their own memory is trouble, and their own memory giving a hard time. Their own life is very unpleasant, and because most of us on the way, we got wounded. So when you have the wounded heart, with that wounded heart, with that wounded life, with that wounded memory, with that wounded life, if you try to perform something out of your actions, that whatever come, it come with that pain, inherent pain in that. So then whoever get the benefit out of your actions, they also invisibly start to get the pain. So knowingly or unknowingly, most of the time we hurt people. Why we hurt people? Because we got hurt. So this meditation is a kind of like a way that you can recover. This is a kind of like the first aid kit. When it comes to first aid kit, that it has little plasters, surgical sprayed little bit, Advil or Tylenol, or there are some kind of bandage little bit. So why? Because when you get wounded right away, you can put it and you can apply it, and just to protect it, it will help later to recover past. So the meditation is a kind of like a method you develop in you as a first aid kit, because that when you have that first aid box with you, whatever you do, that when you get hurt in case, right away, you can heal. Because you're not going to stuck with that. You are capable to release it. You are capable to understand. Oh, the good or bad and right or wrong, this all impermanent. And even you are not going to experience anything with the self-centered mind. So then once you not hold it to the experience, there is nothing to let go. And then it make your life more easy. And once your life become like that in deeper in you, and other people also become very comfortable with you. And that is a method that you develop little by little, even in the very conventional life, in the very first level, you develop a very comfortable, solid background for yourself not to get hurt. That's a kind of like a profitable skill you gain, because it is very rare that people can have a life without hurting themselves. The thing is this, as you know, in today, out of this science, technology, the one of the important thing that the people build, this military weapons. In the history, the people found out the gunpowder, and it was a kind of like a victory. So then after that, day by day, they used to build up many, many different weapons. And as you know today, it is a great difficult for all the human beings to disarmament, get out this all the weapons, or the reduce the, you withdraw the weapons. And even the people, you can take out the people. But what happened to the weapons? That, as you know, recently that from Afghanistan, that they all withdraw these American soldiers. But what happened to the weapons? They left that all the weapons there. So the disarmament is a very difficult problem. And so the important thing here, even though we focus and think about to take out the guns out of the people, and even in America, it is a, you know, that huge debate about the guns, this gun violence day by day everywhere. And especially the very dangerous thing with the children. And how many teenagers, children start to have the weapons, knowingly or unknowingly. So what's going to happen if they're going to use it? And mostly they use it against themselves. And sometimes they use it too against others. But we more focus to this outside disarmament. And we try to bring the rules and regulations, many different methods and advanced weapons. And as you know, we have the smart technology, and we have the smartphones, smart computers, smart laptops, and the very recently they introduced the smart bombs. When they drop that bombs, they kill all the humans, but no any harm for all the buildings or any material. Smart bombs. So that is where we keep going. And then we try to fight with these outside weapons. And we don't see why that people come to use the weapons. When you have very wounded heart, when you have very wounded life, when you have very painful life, what happens? You start to use weapons out of the anger, jealousy, revenge. Then you look for solution with the weapons. But we don't focus to this inner disarmament. Because before you get the weapons to your hands, you start to have the weapons in your mind. So the meditation is a method that ourselves, we come to point to disarmament. We withdraw all the weapons that we carry inside us. Greed, hatred, delusion, anger, frustration, anxiety, depression, jealousy. Those are very dangerous weapons. That's why we build this outside material weapons. Just imagine, in case if you take out this, all the inner weapons that we have, greed, hatred, jealousy, anger, anxiety, depression, frustration. So this kind of, if you take out that kind of mental qualities, what will happen to that person? She is not going to use any kind of these outside weapons. They're not going to depend on these external weapons. So that is very necessary understanding for us to ourselves. Always to withdraw ourselves that inner weapons and have inner disarmament. By thinking you can't do it, you have to have certain kind of mental abilities to practice that. So the meditation is a method. Your present moment is the place that you can have and settle down without getting disturbed. That's why it's called undisturbed mind. Once you have the undisturbed mind, so that's mean yourself, you have very healthy heart, healthy mind. And that's mean you yourself capable to heal. And out of that, you're not going to hurt anybody. So then out of your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, you can't use this any kind of outside weapons. So then the very best way for ourselves to develop a method as a solution for this all the gun violence, not only the guns, and for most of the drugs, alcohol, and even sometimes that all the gambling, the most of people into these things because this inner unbalance, and other thing is they have the wounded life. So it is very necessary then yourself to, no one can stop getting wounded as ordinary people out of others' actions, and even sometimes by our own actions we get hurt, we get wounded. So don't live with that wounded heart, because by the time what will happen? That wound start to have pain, and pain start to take you to something. It happen invisibly. So then this inner disarmament, withdrawing this all the arms, the very method is recover ourselves. Once you recover yourself, itself another way, because you start to get into very clear understanding. That understanding will lead you to have the compassion. So once you have the compassion, it doesn't matter how dangerous weapon in this outside world. It itself not going to work. Because somehow people need to interfere. Whoever interfere, if that people have the compassion, it never going to give harm out of any weapons. But when the people get mad, angry, disappointed, even sometimes no need weapons, our own words, our own hands, legs become very dangerous weapons. So then we more focus to this outside world and have the very big conversations nowadays. Solutions for this gun violence. Until we take our responsibility and take care of yourself and develop your mental practice, you will never find the right solutions, because with these outside solutions, it's never going to happen. Somehow we find another way to overtake other people's lives. So then when it comes to fundamental human qualities, ethics, one of the important things is accepting and the respecting to other living beings without any condition. So then we have no right to overtake anybody. But still, it can happen in many ways in day-to-day life within us. And sometimes not in hands, by mind, sometimes how many people we killed. And sometimes by mind, by thoughts, how many times we wish for others' death. So that's a kind of like a killing. But we have to think how we come to that point, because we got hurt. And then as a solution, you have that wish. But if you had the solution yourself to recover as soon as possible yourself with the understanding, you're not going to have that kind of thoughts even. When you don't have that kind of thoughts, this outside, the material things become helpless. So then remember yourself and always keep the meditation as a recovery method. It's a kind of like a first aid box, and always keep it close to you. And whenever whatever happens, right away, go to your breathing and settle down with it. And keep it as a profitable skill for yourself. And then recover from it, knowingly that whatever we experience, always change. Experience a change, experience change. Perception change, perceive a change. Subject change and the object change. And only we experience the change. So if you're capable to anchor to that wisdom, and by the time it gives the understanding for yourself to live the life in a very meaningful way and get the best out of the life and experience the life to the highest. And it is totally different than the very panoramic view that you have regarding the life. The very experience yourself give real wisdom to you. And that wisdom will take you to the next level for yourself to liberate from your own life. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, oh, may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also, think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So deeply and gently, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribundhisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.